Well, everyone, I am back. Hello, this is World News Channel, World News Tarot. I am Ruth. I am back. I've taken a sabbatical here for about 2 or 3 months. And I think it's because the energies were really heavy and the timeline wasn't set. The timeline that I felt from my perspective was it could go either way. And it was like there was a struggle between the forces of light and the forces of darkness to take the timeline. I heard other intuitives, they refer to the negatives as archons or Anunnaki, but some of them have been trying to actually force the timeline into a lower vibration of a world. And how they would do that would actually be by creating an event that created a lot of fear in humanity and then created a domino effect so that the world went a certain way. It was kind of like the time of, where the two twins fell back there on September, and that was a timeline shift for humanity, and it was a negative timeline shift. It sent the world into a lot of panic, a lot of hatred, a lot of division, a lot of distrust. It sent us even into the war in the next few years. It was the Iraqi invasion that happened after that. So that was an example of a timeline shift that took us in a different direction. And there was a possibility in the last 2 to 3 months of another major timeline shift. However, the forces of light, I was listening to Ishmael Perez, and he says that the galactics, the good angels, the forces of light were petitioned by people on Earth, leaders on Earth, to actually guard the timeline. The timeline is definitely shifted. The energy is lighter, and it's even going to get even more lighter when we go to November 17th, when Pluto goes into Aquarius. Pluto's going to leave the energy of Capricorn, where it's been for 20 some odd years, and then it's going to actually go into Aquarius. This is fast moving change. This is innovation. This is your individuality while still in community. This is authenticity. However, there was a potential for a dark timeline to take over the energy of Aquarius and go into extreme AI, chips in the brain, all the negative technology that was going to control humanity without masculine, without feminine, kind of like the energy of what is a woman, like whose spirituality doesn't exist. There is no creativity. It was going to be all machine based. But thankfully, this reality shift has been successful. And what does it mean for you, for us, for the world, for America, for countries and nations around the world? First of all, some homework, because I haven't been here in a while. Not homework, housekeeping, I should say. I have actually started a brand new podcast community with tarot, meditations, sound baths. I have partnered with Corey Klein. He is a certified sound bath healer and Reiki master. We are doing online meditations, sound baths, and workshops. If you're interested in that, check out the links below to the Violet Flame. It's on Patreon. You'll get email notifications. You can join us for Zoom events. There's even going to be some coming tarot. There's more things coming, so I'm really excited about this. So join us there if you're interested. If you're interested in more personal guidance and not world news guidance, you can check out my channel, Excalibur Ascending. I do pick cards. I do more personal angelic guidance for individual everyday lives. So all the links will be below. I am also offering health readings and work and career readings for anyone who's interested. My website will be below. All right, let's get started. Sandalphon is an energy that keeps connecting to me in the world news sector. Sandalphon is actually a very prophetic voice. He comes to me with different kinds of language, different kinds of feeling. It's a connection to when I used to study the Old Testament prophets. Sandalphon is considered an archangel in the last few hundred years. His origin is much like Metatron. Metatron is an angelic force, an ascended being who's gone even above the ascended masters. He was Enoch. Enoch was translated in the Bible and actually ascended without having death. He chose to ascend. Sandalphon is said to be the biblical prophet Elijah, who went up into heaven in a chariot of fire. He also ascended. He was the one who left his mantle for the prophet Elisha. Both of them did lots of miracles. The prophet Elisha became John the Baptist, who was a forerunner to the Christ. So Sandalphon is the prophet Elijah. That's how it resonates with me. He comes to me as a very prophetic voice. Sandalphon guards over the entrance to the spheres of the tree of life. So the spheres is not the tree of life. It's just the portals, I guess you could say, to the tree of life. One of the gifts of Archangel Sandalphon is a go-between between people and God. He helps deliver prayers. And I could also add here, he brings messages from God to the people. So it's very prophetic. This function could be because Sandalphon is described as a very tall angel reaching heaven to earth. Other things that Sandalphon do, if you suspect that he's working with you, he helps determine a child's gender. He aids musicians, writers, and those who help unborn children, which could be why he's very interested in America, because America has one of the policies that other nations don't have, which is not necessarily supporting the unborn child. Sandalphon is very interested in America. Sandalphon also supports your spirituality. He's kind and gentle and helps you become more deeply in tune with your spirituality and with God. You'll be flooded with love and the emotion of feeling cared for. He also oversees prosperity, spiritual strength, and openness or awareness of the beauty of life. His color is turquoise, and his gemstones are turquoise and calcite. And his zodiac sign is Pisces. So he's the energy of deep spirituality connecting heaven to earth. So the reality shift. I wanted to let you know about Sandalphon because he's going to be working with me as I continue these World News Tarot. The reality shift, especially for America. But first of all, we're going to look at it for the whole world. I wrote down some things in meditation today. Your vibration is changing without your conscious awareness. This is speaking to the collective, to people. Your physical body and physical 3D world will play catch up. So what I saw here is like light codes or light coming down, and it's affecting the vibration of people, but we can't see it. Some of us can feel it, but we really don't know what's happening. And our physical body and even our situations around us will be struggling to keep up. And the word here was play. And I saw like a wave. So it's like the ups and downs of a wave. So that's just a little bit of encouragement to let you know, if you feel ups and downs, just say, I'm going to ride this wave. After the light anchors into the timeline, so light's coming down into our energy field. After it anchors into the timeline, the 3D world will change economically and in our own reality. So the light has to come in, affect our energy bodies, affects the energy body of the earth. Excuse me, the earth is a cosmic being, so it affects the earth and affects humanity's energy bodies. After the light anchors us into that vibration and into that timeline, anchors us where we connect to it steadily and completely, then our 3D world will begin to change. Then the economy, then the nations, then the structures and systems will change. The reality shift from mid-September to January will be very global and on the world stage. Now, this is a prediction. It's not a fortune. It's not set in stone. This is just where it's coming from right now. I saw, like, at this point, cords or streamers coming toward me. They were wavy, but it wasn't the light waves. It was like actual streamers, just almost a little creepy. Streamers on the airwaves cords or streams, strands coming toward me. And I heard we receive light, then it expands around us. So our light codes comes in our energy field, expands around us as a collective. Then our expanded light attracts these streams. And they were streams, cords, floating cords of truth, information. That's when I invited Sandalphon in, and I felt his presence. And this was the exact message that he gave me, and I wrote it down. And it was about these strands of truth that's coming in from about mid-September to January. And then also I got into May. Do not fear the truth. It is a vibration of strength, courage, and stamina. It is strong. It is weighty. You will see truth coming towards the earth's world in mighty strands of light. So the earth is like a star. It's a living being. It's within the galaxy, within creator source. But then the world is the system, structures, and people on it that has like they're like a host, and they're living on the earth. Sometimes beneficial and sometimes not. So the earth's world is like the earth's, not the host, it's the symbiotic relationship. It's the earth is the host to the world. So you will see truth coming toward the earth's world in mighty strands of light. Cities shall be struck with truth. Nations and people shall wail for the truth. People will begin to scramble toward truth like as for the last morsel of bread. The rush will be maddening, for people will want to know. In December, you will feel the first rumblings. Structures and systems will feel the winds of Aquarius. Change will come fast. It's true. Aquarius is a fast-moving energy. In tarot, whenever you have swords or wands, it is like the Six of Swords. It's fast-moving energy. It's thoughts. It's information. Aquarius is that energy, air. Change will come fast. In January, so in December, you will see the first rumblings. The systems will begin to feel the winds of Aquarius. In January, the crumbling and tumbling will begin. In February, the light will increase again to bring healing. March and April will bloom with joy. Do not fear the change, the crumbling, the strands of truth. The light will shine again. Wow. So what we're going to do is pull cards on some specific information coming in from Sandalphon. We're going to invite the presence of Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Sandalphon. Let's clear the energy of these decks and set in the vibration. This is like the incense of the Shekinah glory. No, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying I use it like the incense to clear out negative energy and to bring in the Shekinah glory or divine inner light. So we invite the presence of Archangel Sandalphon, Michael, and Gabriel. Thank you. Connect us to truth for our best and highest good. The first question we're going to ask is, what kind of truths are coming in? What kind of truths are coming in? I'm feeling led to do a poll on just this energy. I feel like Archangel Michael has more information, more guidance concerning what Sandalphon said, some more details. Yes, he does. Okay, a major worldwide shift. Wheel of Fortune, a major shift that's going to turn the nations of this world on their head. This is a shift that's going to this is a cosmic shift. I'm seeing the zodiac wheel right now. The zodiac wheel is definitely an energy of all the energies of the universe, all the energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, all the energies are just turning on. It's like they're churning. They're turning on their head. They're being activated in their highest vibrations. Okay, that was interesting. Okay, a full pull, please, on this information from Sandalphon about this truth coming in. Okay, we have for our present energy, Moon, So this is the hidden, the secret, the corruption, the not known by the public. And then we have Queen of Water. The Queen of Water is definitely coming in on an emotional level, possibly even with a system, a new frequency. So I'm getting like the Starlink satellites. I'm getting like the satellites that, yeah, here we go. This clarifies. This is the past energy. A lot of the information we've received has been through either mainstream media, has been very depressing, very sad, very scary, but it's also come on the waves of frequency through the electromagnetic waves that have surrounded Earth. This is the waves of negative. This is the energy you feel from your TV when you get in a bad vibe. This is the energy of where it zaps your energy. Upon those waves of like 5G and negative internet sources, a lot has been channeling in from negative AI, from controlling AI, from negative beings that have been channeling in control, they've been channeling fear, negativity, lies, and falsehood. This is the energy of fear, panic, depression, and just exhaustion. 5 of Water. So something's coming in to bring in revelation to some of why we've been feeling so depressed as a people. Okay, 10 of Air is a present reality, a lot of releasing, a lot of change, a lot of thought changes, a lot of surrender. 10 of Air is the 10 of Swords. This means that you're blowing out. See how she's blowing out everything that's no longer serving her. So this to me is saying there's going to be changes of policies, changes of laws, changes of the way information is coming to us. Major shift, major shift, major shift. This could be news medias being bought out or closing. This could be major ending to news cycles. And I'm getting this is going until about December. This is what's happening to December. There's going to be changes of how the news operates. We have the Emperor card. Yeah, the system and the structures of how information flows to the, and we're doing this about America, so to the American people. Now I cut the deck. Very interesting. 9 of Fire and the 9 of Earth. Okay. There's been some of the truth coming out. There's been some holding back of information concerning the financial system. I'm seeing oil. I'm seeing changes to the currency. I don't think we've been told the truth concerning what's really happening on the economic level. The question was, what kinds of truths are coming out? The truths coming out is going to be, number one, a change in the media and how the media tells us things. Number two, it's going to be a change in certain, the truth is going to be concerning commodities, oil, gas. I'm seeing corn, rice. Yeah, and currency. I'm seeing currency as well. This means that the suppressed currency, the suppressed ways of being, yeah, the stock market is going to be changed as well. So this is just truth coming out about what has been suppressed in a lot of just the economy, stock markets, oil, gas, food, as well as there was one more, the currency. Did I say that already? Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of truth coming out, and it's almost like it's a conglomerate of energy where nobody really knows what's going to come first. And the timeline doesn't even know. So really just hold that vibration. Really manifest for yourself health and wealth. That's for sure. Okay, let's pull in some further clarity here. I'm adopting this deck for World News. It is the deck of Old Style Tarot. And this carries the energy from the Rosicrucians, the Knights Templar, the good white hats that have been preserving ancient knowledge, truth. This is the energy of economy, money, really 3D, but also it carries a strand of the ancients. So let's get further clarity, please. What are these truths? What truths are incoming? What are they going to be about? 3 cards. 8 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and Page of Swords. Okay. The 8 of Cups is I hear the words, the house of cards are going to fall. So a lot of truth coming in is you're going to be hearing the leaving or the crumbling of certain things beginning to fall. I'm hearing the words CEOs will resign. Yeah, and come to think about it, there's a lot of people in the health industry, especially the big pharma. Yeah, big pharma and the CDC, the FDA. They're starting already to resign. So you're going to see people leaving. That's the first stream of truth that's going to spark people and say, what is happening? Why are people leaving? And it's not going to just be like nations resigning and people say, or leaders of nations, they say, oh, they're just in a civil war. That's just politics. It's just country politics. No, this is going to affect the everyday life of people. It's going to start being like, okay, CEOs of major shops, you know what I'm talking about, are going to be resigning. But we're also going to be seeing 10 of Pentacles. This is the energy of family. This is the energy of nations, people, civilizations, people groups, and corporations. Yeah, this is conglomerates of people. That's a very interesting concept there. And then lies. We have lies, deception, Page of Swords. So I'm thinking that the first bits of truth going to come out is people leaving because they have been harboring lies and telling lies to a lot of people. And that's going to be the first streams of truth coming in, is the resignations, even the investigations, because people have been telling lies to a whole lot of people. It's not just that they're lying to the board of an organization and laundering money from that organization. No, this is major lies that have spread across the whole world. This is some of the first truths that are going to stream in. Wow, very interesting. Okay. What will the people's reactions be? Do we need to be concerned about any backlash, rioting? Do we need to be concerned about any MK Ultra? Do we need to be concerned with any of that? Let's just look at the normies right now. Maybe those that don't support Mr. T. Let's just look at those and see, Spirit, what's going to be their reaction? Because one of the things that Spirit said was, Sandalphon said it, cities will be struck with truth, nations and people shall wail for the truth. People will begin to scramble toward truth like as of a last morsel of bread. So when the Bible or prophets use the word wail, it's like an extreme emotion, whether they actually want something or whether they're actually scared of something, but it's something they can't resist, whatever it is. And I'm thinking of those words, Babylon is fallen, and the people will wail because of it. Doesn't mean they're happy, doesn't mean they're sad. It's just an intense emotion. But it does say that it's going to be irresistible. They're going to hear a little bit of truth and they're going to want to know. They're going to need to know. So let's take a look at this and see, what are the normies' reactions? These are the ones that have not ascended. This card is upside down for me. They're refusing to grow spiritually. And this is also those whose souls are on a very low level. I always believe that people always have souls, because otherwise you wouldn't have a divine spark and you wouldn't be from Creator. But some people call them NPCs, and it's just those that don't have empathy. They're not awakening and they're not growing spiritually. So take it as it resonates. But those who are not growing spiritually, those who are in the class of the NPCs, those whose souls are very, very low in their growth, they're definitely going to be bringing in forced information. This is the energy, the messenger of water. This means that they're going to get it no matter what. They're going to have to face it, those that are still here on earth. Interesting, the 8 of Pentacles and the Tower card. Okay, so those that are only going to care is if it affects them in their 3D life. These people will care when it starts hitting them in their money, in their pockets, or when they start realizing the truth about them in a financial reality. So these people are going to be going through a Tower moment. This is going to shock them possibly the most, because it's going to affect them in the areas that they value the most, which is just their ordinary everyday life. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of conflicting emotions. They're going to have a lot of memories of the past. And it is going to trigger them to actually listen to their intuition. So some of these normies are actually going to say, I knew something was wrong with that. Something didn't feel right. And it's actually going to be an opportunity for them to awaken to their own inner light and to grow spiritually. It's going to be one last opportunity for them to begin connecting to their own inner truth and light instead of the programming of the matrix. Yeah, this is a last opportunity. They're going to have a chance to look back on their life, to review it, see how they were lied to, see how they were manipulated, and to see and to choose whether they want to stay in that vibration and just give up and say, I don't care, I don't want to hear it, I want to just stay here, or whether they're going to improve. But this is going to be a major, major shock for the normies. It's going to be also a second opportunity for them to awaken. All right, so let's go ahead and say, are we in danger of a possible backlash from the deep state, from the dark ones? Concerning maybe MK Ultra, concerning any timeline hijacking attempts like the September ones in 2001. Two of air, ace of air. Okay, there it looks like the attempts being done is going to be in the cyber system. Oh, okay. So it looks like some of the, if there are any sleeper cells still out there, MK Ultra people, these are people that have been programmed through medication and years of indoctrination, but they also have been through certain C3-letter agency programs. Anyway, they can be turned on a switch to do horrible things. The blocking of the airwaves is a potential threat that has been highlighted to the Mr. T administration. And not just the T administration, but most administrations across the world. This is world leaders. This is high vibrational world leaders, King of Fire. This is telling me that a lot of world leaders are on an alert that if there is an MK Ultra type scenario, it could possibly in the cyber systems. Eight of air, cyber again, air, internet, collapsing, releasing destruction of a certain system. Let's get further clarity, please. And I'll pull for guidance here at the end. Thank you. Six of Cups. Yeah, these are past plans that have been set in motion. But what they're trying to do, yeah, Knight of Swords. Six of Cups, Knight of Swords, which is intense, fast action. So they're going to have to move fast. They're going to have to be secretive. One more card, please. These are plans that have already been set. Three of Cups. Yeah, these are plans that people, groups have come together. Sleeper cells. And I'm seeing the Hollywood community, but scratch that. I don't know why I'm seeing that. We'll just see. Okay, so these are plans that have been set in motion by a group of people that have known that if they were going to do something, they would have to act fast and set something in motion. But we're getting something very cyber. We're not getting so much anything orchestrated in the destruction area. Yeah, nothing in the destruction area. These are all past plans that have been to possibly disrupt an EBS, cause the White Hats to need to use an EBS, or possibly even to shut down systems so that the White Hats cannot operate. That seems to be the kind of reactions that we're facing as potential backlashes. Okay, two more questions. One more question. What or where will we see changes first? Let's just ask to see where will we see changes first. So we did get information on that a little bit. Some of the first changes will be the resignations, and it's going to be resignations of people who were actively lying to large groups of people. But let's get further clarity. What other changes are coming in? Movement away. Okay, we got 3 of fire and the 4 of fire. So there's some sort of energetic movement. 6 of air, movement again. Page of earth. Okay. Page of earth is those that have been the actors in the movie. Moving, leaving. in the Sun card. Okay, beautiful. So some of the first changes that we're going to see in the next few months is not only resignations, but also key actors that have been faking it as politicians, world leaders, media news announcers. They're going to be leaving. They're going to be leaving their jobs, saying, I'm going into retirement. I'm leaving to another country. They're going to be going into I'm hearing the words underground, but it's more like a not seen by the public. And this is going to be a positive shift because we're going to get more authentic. We're going to get more authentic people in our leadership. We're not going to get puppets. We're not going to get people who wear masks. We're not going to get people who are doing what they're told. They're going to be authentic, high vibrational people. Even if they're not super awake and aware, they're going to be people. They're not going to be clones or wearing a mask. They're not going to be hearing earpieces and repeating what they're told. They're going to be people. So the fake ones, the facades, this might even be a Mr. B, a President B leaving office soon, him just needing to retire. This might be all of the congressmen that have been under orders leaving. Yeah, this is going to definitely be the changes. A lot of people just leaving, trickling out of their roles as leaders in humanity. Are we going to have replacements? Like, how are we going to get the replacements? Are we going to vote for them? Or are they just going to be filled by the white hats? 3 cards, please. 3 cards, thank you. Knight of Swords, it's going to be fast. 3 of Cups, okay, these cards just came out in the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, they're going to be put and chosen to fill, but they're going to be much more independent. They're going to be much more independent. Look at this beautiful 9 of Pentacles. She has her own wealth. She has her own money. She has her own health. She's the focus of her own reality. She's independent. So it's definitely going to be fast changes where people are going to agree to. So what I'm seeing is appointments. People are going to be appointed in their place. People are going to be hired in their place. People are going to come together and have meetings to discuss who is the best person to fill this role. So they're going to have to do it quickly, but in the background, they're already having the discussions. Who is going to fill this role? So if somebody comes in super fast to fill in someone who resigned or just moved away, I need to retire. Somebody has already been chosen or hired or talked to fill that place, and they're going to be much more independent, and they're going to be real. They're not going to be an NPC. They're not going to be a clone. They're not going to wear a mask. They're not going to fake it. They're going to be real. This is the number one focus of some of the beings and ascended masters and the white hats. They need to get authentic people in because authentic people attract more authentic people. All the fakeness of the last 4 years has to go. That is the first thing that the white hats will be working on in the next 2 to 3 months until December. Before some of this major truth comes in, the first things we're going to see is people changing positions, people retiring, people leaving, people being fired, people running, leaving the country. We have already seen it. Spirit teams of everyone watching, what guidance do you have for us and how to prepare and be prepared for the next 3 months? The reality shift of America. Guidance or awareness for the economy? We want guidance or awareness for the economy. Okay, let's look at these cards. Communicate. Sharing your voice to speak your truth will show your authenticity and expression. You have a talent in the communications field. Okay, light workers, those of you who are Mr. T supporters, those of you who are even just world shifters and changes, whether you support Mr. T or not, those of you, share your voice. Be authentic and share your voice. It's time to speak up. The AI archons, the AI negative entities are losing their power fast. Marketing, you're good at promotions. Apply different marketing strategies to grow your business and continue to innovate to attract more sales. It is time to grow and to focus on your business, your own personal economy. The light of the universe is supporting you right now, and it's streaming in a lot more easier because some more authentic vibrations are coming into the economic realm. Charm. You mesmerize people with your charm and elegance. You have a style that captivates your audience. Use your confidence to your advantage. Okay. Use your light. This is your inner divine light where people are attracted to you. People are going to want to listen to you. People are going to say, you have something here that resonates that I don't see on mainstream media. So people are going to be listening to you. Stand alone. There's an opportunity to do things on your own. You have done projects that have led you to become independent. Financial freedom is yours. If you're thinking about starting a business, if you're thinking about doing some financial investment, you're being supported to go and to be your own boss. Financial freedom is yours. And objective. Writing down your goals will help you in achieving them. Keep yourself on track to reaching your dreams one step at a time. Let God and let the universe know exactly what you desire in life. What do you desire during this next administration? What do you desire from this reality shift? Who do you want to be 6 months from now? What do you want to be doing 1 year from now? Who do you want to be 10 years from now? Write it down. Let God know. Let your spirit guides and your angels, the laws of the universe will hear you because you are being divinely favored to move with this cosmic shift in this reality into your best and highest timeline. If you're interested in a work or career reading, please check out my website below. I would be honored to do some readings with you, to get you some guidance from your higher self, from your spirit guides. And don't forget the Violet Flame community as well. I will see you in your next reading. Bye.